Yo, what is going on, you guys? Bastion yugioh here, and today I want to go ahead and talk about the new Rarity collection that's going to be coming out here in this upcoming week. I know we have all been really excited for it, but I want to go ahead and address a few things with this set. So obviously, if you guys go on YouTube right now, there are a lot of early openings, a lot of excitement, a lot of hype for this set, especially for myself. I'm very excited for this set. It's probably one of the few boxes that I'm actually going to heavily invest in, trying to make sure that I am able to pull all the rarities, all the QCRs, all the ultimate rares. I personally do prefer ultimate rare over the QCR. That might just be me, but we'll see how that goes. If I'm having to pull QCRs, it is what it is. But honestly, guys, I want to go ahead and get to touch base with you about what this could mean. And I think this was more brought on because Cali Effect actually just posted a video where he wanted to go ahead and bring up a discussion, and I think that was the purpose of that video, a discussion on whether this set is actually good or not. And I think it's definitely based on what your perspective on the game is. Now, if you are a more casual, I would say, player like myself, who just wants to go ahead and get the best cards possible for the low, if possible, and then this is a phenomenal set for you that gives you a lot of high impact cards that are extremely good, were extremely expensive potentially, and now you have every single rarity you could possibly want, but then potentially very inexpensively as well as you could have an extremely blinged out deck for the low. So thank goodness Dual Daddy was able to hook it up and get us the full set list in nice and color for us. Very easy to see, very easy to dissect. So I want to go ahead and talk to you guys about real quick the pros first, and then I want to take a look at some of the cons, at least from my personal perspective, and you guys let me know how you guys feel in the comment section down below. I want to go ahead and start off by saying, first of all, I applaud Konami for giving us this set. I think that this is something that, even though it's a full reprint set, essentially we're not getting anything new, I think a lot of really important cards are on here that really deserve to be on here as far as reprints go. For example, Bear on the Floor, for example, Pot of Prosperity, and each and every single rarity as well. Unfortunately, I did not get to sell mine prior to the release, but I'll talk about that in just a little bit. Evenly Matched is a lot more accessible. Infinite Impermanence a lot more accessible. I think the card was like $10 a copy or something like that. You have Dogmatic of Punishment, of course, a really good card. Shadal Schism, which doesn't really see much play anymore, but still really good card. Dimensional Barrier, which I am a huge fan of, especially in the ultimate printing. We'll see how that goes. So it has a lot of really high impact cards that were not the most inexpensive cards, to say the least. I mean, I think Bear on the Floor was going for anywhere between $50 to $80, fluctuating depending on the format, whether it was necessary or not. And it demanded a very high price point for anyone who wanted to play more budget tier Yu-Gi-Oh! For example, if someone wants to play like Burning Abyss, of course, get your Cherubinis. And then you have a little bit more questionable cards on here as well, like Code Talker Inverted. That's a little weird. Number 100 Numeron Dragon, that's a little weird. Don't get me wrong, I'm a huge fan of the number cards, but there's definitely a few questionable choices here. Ghost Trick, Angel of Mischief. I mean, I know that's part of an OTK potentially as well, but I mean, there's some Fairy Tale Luna, and I don't think it truly fits the full theme of what this rarity collection is supposed to be, because in the description of this set, it says that, of course, you're gonna watch the more luxurious whatever, every card available, matching copies and rarities of your favorite cards, but it's 79 of the game's most popular cards. So I'm expecting to see most highly impactful cards in the game. I want to say half of the cards are extremely impactful, the other half leave a lot to be desired, guys. You got some Blackwing cards in here. We got the Wind Charmer. Doesn't make any sense. On the other hand, we have Fallen of Albaz. We have Dark Law, Ben 10. Really high impact cards as well. So while I do want to go ahead and applaud Konami for giving us such an amazing set for us budget players to be able to enjoy the shiny cardboard, as you will, because normally we are all out here playing the common decks. We are out here playing Dino Mist Turbo. We're playing Fluffles. Decks that don't really get as much love when it comes to high rarity stuff. We finally get a little bit of shine to our deck for the low, which I really like. Again, I'm not going to go ahead and hate on that. I think it's a fantastic idea, and I think for the most part, a lot of the cards on here are really good for that. Tour Guide, Lancia, of course, Fear Mode, which Fear Mode has multiple high rarity printings. The Ghost Rares, of course, still going to go ahead and keep its value because that's one of the rarities that wasn't printed on here. Savage Dragon's amazing reprint. We get the alternative art of Nightmare Unicorn as well. Really amazing as well, guys. If you guys want to see a opening of this, make sure you guys subscribe down below, because I will be go ahead and doing one of it as well. But now that I talked about a little bit more of the positive, which again is a lot of reprints, fantastic for budget players, fantastic for accessibility of cards overall. And I've talked a little bit more about the, I really wish there was a little bit more diversity. Why I believe that Cali Effects video has a lot of good intention behind it, or at least some food for thought, if you will, is because it's really got me to thinking where it may be fantastic for the casual player like myself who doesn't have a lot of high rarity stuff. How does this impact someone who is a high-end, high-tier collector? For example, someone who already owned 3 copies of Ultimate Rare Infinite Impermanence, someone who already owned Ultimate Rare Fallen of Albas's, Ultimate Rare, all these types of things. And that's something that I want to go ahead and consider, because I don't think that's something that's being talked about enough. For example, I know a lot of individuals in the game want to go ahead and max rarity their deck, because it's not only a flex, it just feels good to play really shiny cardboard that only you have access to. And there's no shame in that. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with wanting to make sure your deck looks as nice as possible and having that bit of a flex, right? But keeping that prestige with that card is something that this set pretty much annihilates. So let me get into hear me out, right? So let's take a look at, for example, Fallen of Albas, which is getting reprinted in this set. We've already seen it getting pulled as a secret rare. I'm sure Reps Cards, if you guys seen this video, or I don't know if it was MST.TV, go ahead and pull this card, and that's great. Personally, I will be picking up 2 Ultimate Rare copies or the QCRs, whatever, of the Fallen of Albas, because they look absolutely fantastic. Let's take a look at individuals who already had Fallen of Albas Ultimate Rare and see how the price has plummeted. So this wasn't a highly expensive card to begin with, okay? So this is a probably 20 to 25, maybe potentially $30 card. And we see the steep decline immediately to the point where individuals are starting to sell this for $17 to $12 per copy for a card that was just a week or two ago going for $22, $25, and I was literally about to go ahead and pick this card up for about that price. But right now it's going near mint unlimited. We got light play going for $18, $19. I mean, they're starting to lower in price each and every single day, and this is the least impacted one so far. I want to go ahead and show you guys another card, right? Another card that's absolutely phenomenal. I think I am super excited. I know I'm super excited to pick up Ultimate Rares of the Infinite Impermanence, which I think is a beautiful card in Ultimate Rare. Even in QCR, I really wanted to go ahead and pick up Secret Rares as well. I just really like Infinite Impermanence as a card overall. I think it's absolutely gorgeous, and I think Konami does a fantastic job in capitalizing on the overall artwork of the card. Now take a look at the price of Infinite Impermanence. It was nearing $220, $230. The second that we start to arise towards the Rarity collection, it plummets down in price to the point where it's selling, guys, for maybe about $100. We've only seen 3 sold today, but besides that, not that much action going on in here. People are waiting to let it go for $109, pretty much half the overall value of this card. Now, if you were one of the smart ones, or I wouldn't say smart, if you were one of the ones that took advantage and foresaw this coming, and you were able to go ahead and make sure that you sold your imperms or sold your effect veilers, which I'll go ahead and get to in just a second, we actually going to talk about it now, the steep decline right there, then kudos to you. You're able to go ahead and at least keep some of your profit. But from $477 first edition, now dropping to $266 is ridiculous. Now, don't get me wrong, the Ultimate Rare Effect Veiler still looks absolutely incredible, and I think I would still prefer the OG in comparison to the reprint in the Rarity collection, because the texturing on this card is so unique and so beautiful, which I don't think I've seen one pulled in the Rarity collection just yet. I don't know if they'll be able to replicate that, but Effect Veiler is, again, one of the most beautiful Ultimate Rares in the game, hands down. Let's go ahead and take a look at another card that is going to be coming out, right? We're going to take a look at Nibiru. Nibiru is a phenomenal card. Again, steep decline right there. It was going for $170, $180. Now it's going for $90. Someone just bought it for $88, and it's just going to keep dropping in value from there, guys. I mean, that is the one downside I will say that this set has, is that for those of us who who wanted to have that nice shiny cardboard to be able to feel good about your deck. If something you're confident, you want to go ahead and invest in, make sure it looks as good as possible. And I don't even mean from an egotistical point of sense. It's just that in this card game, we have a collector's market that really wants to go ahead and invest in the high tier cardboard, and this is where this set really takes the knees out from anyone who had that before. Forbidden Droplet, big drop off as well. And it's not like we didn't see this coming. We have a clear indication, clear correlation to this with a previous card that was released not even in this set, guys. Let's go ahead and take a look at Exodia, the forbidden one from Crystal's Revenge. We have this Starlight Rare, gorgeous card by the way, dropping in price from around the $640 card to now being a little bit under $400 and continuing to drop. And do you know why that is? Let's go ahead and take a look at this 25th anniversary QCR version, which is almost, if not just as shiny as the Starlight Rare, guys, for $2. $2 compared to $600, just because. And this one even has a little extra detail. It has a little 25th century edition stamp in the effect zone. And that's where I see that there's an issue with this set. Now, again, I'm not complaining. I love the set. I love that we get upgraded rarities. I will be opening this set. I will be collecting my Lost Art. Don't forget about the Lost Art Dark Ruler no more. But I just want to go ahead and give you guys some food for thought. Expand a little bit more on Cali Effects video. I think he makes some good points. I think he brings, like I said, some food for thought, some additional opinions into the format, if you will. That may not be the most popular, but honestly, I think there's definitely some. I don't want to say I'm validating him, because obviously he's a much larger channel than I am, but it makes a lot of sense once you really start to delve deep into the potential downsides of a set like this, right? So that's something I just want to go ahead and get off my chest, guys. Overall, like I said, I'm very excited for this. I'm very excited for the alternate art outlet that doesn't have to be a gold rare, thank goodness, because that is just really uncomfortable to play with a gold rare. I'm glad they're bringing back the platinum secret rares. I thought those cards looked super swaggy, but again, that I feel like I tend to like the more weird stuff. Also, while I have you guys here, I just want to go ahead and question why the hell Egyptian God Slime is in here and Wind the Wind Charmer. Those two make absolutely no sense to me whatsoever. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, guys. I mean, are you guys excited for this set? Do you guys see more or less where I'm coming from? Are you guys more of a casual collector and don't care what happens to the high-end tier? In which case, go ahead and let me know down below. Or are you more of a high-end collector and you were affected by this? Let me know in the comment section down below. Let's talk about it, start a discussion. Honestly, I just want to go ahead and get my opinions on about it, but let me know what you guys think again in the comment section down below. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you smash like button and subscribe. Get your merch, get your Bashing YGO merch, which I will be fully officially revealing on the channel very soon, but it is already up in the shop, guys. If you guys want to go ahead and check it out, if you guys want to support the channel, appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.